A lot of GPSs in my time on HSN, but I have never seen a GPS like this. This is called the Expresso, and this is more than just a GPS for the car or for the golf course. It's also a true multimedia center. You are going to love this, and it's brand new today. Right here, right now, is the world launch. It's not currently available at retail, so you're going to be some of the first people in America to own it. Now, we were only able to secure, does that say, oh my gosh, there's like 220 at most to go around. This is what it is. This is what you're going to see, but wait till you get really into the nitty-gritty of what this can do. Price-wise, it's under $250, and we've got FlexPay, and we've got free shipping and handling. Mr. Don Davis, you were jumping up and down on Monday about this. Yeah. At last it is here.
Stopped him in the hall. I said, understand what's getting ready to happen Friday morning. I mean, first and foremost, like Adam said, this is a world launch. The chatter on the webs and all the tech internet sites has just been through the roof on this thing, waiting and anticipating for it to come out. And you say, well, it's a GPS. Why? Because, yeah, it's a GPS, but it's everything else this is capable of doing. First and foremost, it operates in landscape mode if you want to. But the great thing about it, let's say that you don't have room on your dashboard or whatever, you want to, get a little bit slimmer profile, you can actually open this up, and then all of a sudden, it'll go into portrait mode for you. So the way it's designed, it can sit up like that, or you can take it all the way up, and then right on the front of it, you're going to notice right here, you pop these open, little wings that pop out right here.
Yeah.
There's one in the front, one in the back. It's designed to go in your cup holder and hold stable in your cup holder. I mean, little things like that they've done with it. But then it goes even further. The fact that you get the millions of points of interest. You get the Zagat ratings for your points of interest built into it. You've got the entire United States, all of Canada programmed in as a GPS. Now, this has, get through the Texas specs, a 533 megahertz processor from Samsung built inside it. Now, to put that into perspective, do you remember your Pentium 3, Pentium 4 computers?
Yeah.
That's how fast they were. And so that's what you're looking at in a GPS. You've got 64 gigabytes of storage space built into it. And you say, well, why do you need so much storage space? Well, let me show you. Here's where it gets truly amazing. Things that you don't find on any other GPS, little helpers, like right over here when you go into tech. You're going to see where it has, little different things that you're not used to seeing. So what you can do with this is actually go in and let's see, video tutorials right there. Where do you see something like this? You don't. And what it will do for you is actually take you through in a video tutorial each and every function of the GPS and give you a walkthrough on how to do it. So you get the owner's manual, but if there's something kind of, tricky, you don't do that often, you just want to brush up, you can go into the video tutorials. It will tell you everything about how to operate your GPS, from putting in waypoints to putting in routes to pulling up special destinations. Anything you want is all built into it in full-blown video tutorials to where you can actually find everything you need. Now, as if it couldn't get any better. The thing I love about this is that we mentioned earlier, this also works as a golf GPS. So what we're going to do is back out a little bit. Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to open it up into portrait mode because remember I said earlier that you can actually put this into your cup holder. Well, it's designed also to go into a golf cart cup holder. So let me, isn't that just sick?
It's crazy.
So we're going to exit out of this. And boom, boom. There we go. Now, once you get back into it, the icons on the front screen are going to ask you, what do you want to do? Like I said, we have the video or whatever. So I'm going to go into golf. Pick up golf. Now, it is an extra fee for this. Just to make everybody aware, we're very, very limited on this. From iGolf, gift cards that you can purchase, and actually they're like $15 cheaper through HSN than what you pay for on the website. You load it in here, and then you can download courses from iGolf. Now, up to 32,000 courses are available on iGolf. So guarantee you type in a zip code, you're going to find a golf course somewhere in there that you're going to want to be able to use and use. Now, once you get into it, you select what tee you want to go from. You pull up your golf course, and at that point, it keeps your score for you. Not only that, you can actually zoom in on each individual hole, and then with the touchscreen technology, let's say your drive is that long, it'll tell you the yardage going into the green to within 1 foot of where you're standing. It operates. So, it's a golf GPS, it's an auto GPS. It's got video tutorials built into it, and then, remember I mentioned the 64 gigabytes of storage built into it? What I'm going to do now is go into my portable media player because it has 2 SD card slots to where you can actually download additional SD cards into it for memory, and we go into our video, and this is just where it gets sick. Are you ready? You can use this with 10 hours of battery time and watch your movies.
It's Toy Story.
All you have to do is download it to an SD card, pop the SD card in there. You've got mobile HD built into this, and with the 533 megahertz processor, actually watch videos and a 10-hour, let's say it one more time, 10 hours of battery time on a single charge. Now, in addition to doing all your video, it can be home videos, it can be videos that you download off the internet, anything that you burn onto your SD card, you can pop it in here and then watch it. But then it's also a full-blown digital photo viewer, so you can take your digital photographs, pop them in there. You can take MP3s, because it has an audio player built into it to play MP3 music back. Drop that in there. So you've got all the different media formats. It's a personal media player. It's a GPS. It's a golf GPS. Oh, by the way, I did mention the golf GPS. It also keeps score for you, too. That way you can't fudge with the eraser to, win the round. But, I mean, this truly is the ultimate in crossover world when it comes to GPS because of everything else it does. And that's what people like. In fact, our buyer was talking about, he just took a flight out to California and watched it the entire plane ride out there and still had half his battery when he got there.
Well, that's what people want. I mean, that is exactly what people want. They want something, I certainly want something that I can use in many different ways, many different respects, with many different applications. Let's just think about this for a moment. Oh, incidentally, I know that Don told you at the start of the presentation, but it really is true. All the big tech magazines, all the kind of gadget editorials that you read online, everybody is buzzing about this one. This is the device that really is changing the shape of GPS technology in such a massive way. A lot of people will go and spend $200 on just a GPS. This isn't just a GPS, it's a golf GPS as well. That's an awesome advantage. Maybe you're thinking about your husband, your wife, maybe they're an avid golfer. This is going to be the ultimate gift that you could get for them. Maybe their birthday's coming up. Remember, we only have, and with everybody calling in, about 180 of these now remaining. They are selling very fast. It's small, it's compact, it's portable. But now I've got something that, I'll use in the car. I'll use in the car to make sure I get to where I'm going quickly, fast. I'm never going to get lost again because it is a GPS. But now when I'm on that plane, and it's a no-frills airline with no entertainment, I can watch my movies, my favorite shows that I've downloaded. Now I can also be out and about and show somebody those fabulous photos because this is an all-in-one. And remember, you can even put this into a cup holder in your car. Let's say the kids are in the back seat, put this into the center console cup holder. They could be watching a movie in the back seat.
Absolutely. And again, the fact that you can look at your photographs, because I mean, I love digital cameras, but unfortunately most of them 1.5, 2-inch screen.
Exactly.
It's tough to see all the pictures. With this, you can do slideshows with it, and also, I mean, the features on this just keep going and going. The little wings I showed you that actually work to adjust it to where it holds in your cup holder, you can pop those wings out of it, and what it does for you, it becomes a little kickstand where you can actually sit on your desk at work and have photographs playing through it, have your MP3 playing through it, have your video playing on it, whatever you want to do. So it has a stand built into it also. Dual stereo speakers built into the side of it that give you incredible sound, whether you want to listen to it through headsets or you just want to listen to it, straight up with speakers built into it. It's your option, it's your choice. That's the great thing about it. Portrait mode, landscape mode, and the GPS. We keep forgetting it's a GPS. The fact that you get all of the United States, all of Canada, everything pre-programmed in for you to where you get full navigation capabilities. But again, let's go back to this 10 hours of battery time.
That's huge.
So, you don't even have to have it plugged in while you're driving because unless you're taking, a 15-hour trip down the road, chances are you're not going to need it. But you can do all the points of interest search en route before you leave. You can save a route, all the different things you can do on any other GPS out there and more because of the capabilities built into it.
Just so you know, because it is our birthday month, this is what we did. Obviously, we were so privileged and excited to launch this across the United States, but we have given it the free shipping. We have given it the flex pay. I know it's still very early on a Friday morning, but maybe you've had your GPS for a while. And maybe it's a little bit too big, or it really always lets you down. It seems to take you the odd route as you're trying to get there, the long way around, as it were. You can take advantage of the latest technology that is built into this. And not only that, one of the great things, Don, that I will certainly use, on my GPS at home, it has a lot of features on it that I still don't use or don't understand how to use. The tutorial that you said, it speaks to you, it guides you how to do it.
You just go into Tech Video Support, and very simply, everything's broken down into categories. And what is it that you're looking for help on? And then all you do is you just bring them up right there where it says Video Tutorials. You'll just hit it on the screen, and you'll notice there's 3 there. Then you go to the next menu. There's 3 more. Go to the next menu. There's 3 more. Go to the next menu. There's 3 more. And it's all the different categories and different functions that it's able to do. Direct access, that's a cool feature. What you're able to do is put the 3 most points of interest that you use all the time on a quick access to where when you hit point of interest, it'll bring up those 3 categories all the time, whether it's, restaurants, whether it's hotels, whether it's gas stations, with specific brands that you look for, you can program those in under direct access, so that way you don't have to search through all your points of interest. You don't have to go into favorites, hit points of interest, direct access pops up automatically with your 3 most popular destinations that you look for.
Are you going on a road trip? Are you going on a vacation? Are you going somewhere this summer? Maybe you've still got a trip planned where you don't know where you're going. You know, later in the end of August, I'm going to be in California for a week. And I don't know my way around California. I've got to take my GPS because I'm renting a car. I need to know where I'm going. But to be able to have entertainment on the plane, watching videos, to be able to have entertainment wherever I'm going to be, whether you're at the restaurant, whether you're with friends or family, showing them the latest photos, that's the greatest thing about it. And when you really put into perspective, Don, and you break down the cost of each item, because this is an all-in-one, the value is craziness.
Well, I mean, just the fact that personal media player with up to 64 gigabytes of storage, think about that. How many movies can you put on there 64 gigabytes of storage where you're downloading compressed files? So all of a sudden you're looking at the capabilities of having, 3 or 4 different movies or like an entire season of your favorite sitcom on an SD card loaded in here. And the fact that it's on an SD card, you keep a little wallet of, 5 or 6 SD cards with the kids' favorite shows, the kids' favorite movies, your favorite shows, your favorite movies. You're sitting in the doctor's office if you want to, catch up on your past episodes. All of the different things you can do with this because of the personal media capabilities. Then it's an MP3 player if you just want to listen to music. Again, stereo speakers built into it, or use the headphone jack, whichever you want to do with it, in order to listen to your music. Then it's a photo viewer, so you get those capabilities built into it. And then the GPS, nothing's been short on the GPS. This has reality view. This has lane assist. All the things you look for in the premium high-end GPSs. It has text-to-speech. It's giving you, instead of just, turn left, turn right, it's giving you the stated street names as your directions come up. The lane assist is huge. You're coming up on an interstate exit, it tells you which lane to be in and drops down all the special submenus and images to let you know exactly what lane to be in. Your arrival time, your estimated trip time. All of this information, full time, as you can see the one we have running, all that information right there. And the thing is, it's customizable. You can pick what you want on that screen. You can pick the way you want it to look. You can pick the way you want it to operate. And, did we mention? You can play golf with it.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, people buy literally special GPSs for that alone. This can do that as well as being an auto GPS. There's nowhere near enough time in 10 minutes to tell you all that this can do, but let alone the fact that it has the GPS mode, that it has the golf mode, that it is a multimedia player, that you can download all your favorite TV shows, your movies, the songs, anything you want to do. You will love, love, love this. With everybody calling in, only 100 left. Only at most 100 left. So please, if you know you would like it, grab it while it is there. You can't get it anywhere else in the country. Mr. Don Davis, thank you.
Always a pleasure, Adam. Thank you.
So exciting. Now, no more presentations scheduled at the moment.
Not right now. This is it. So get it while you can.